What's up, guys? Today we're back with some trying to start a fight in my comments by saying random opinions. Is that name long? Yes. Will I probably keep it? Also. Today, I wanted to talk about Marvel. So let's go. Cap was right in Civil War, and that's not an opinion, that's a fact. If there's one thing we know about Tony Stark is that he's gonna fly off the handle in emotional rage if he feels like he's personally been slighted, and Cap was right. Multiverse of Madness, while a lot, was ultimately unnecessary. Did not do anything for the plot of the MCU as a whole. The Loki and Sylvia thing was weird, and I honestly don't care what anybody really has to say regarding that. That was weird. That's yourself. That's weird. While I liked the way and where No Way Home ended, a lot of the individual pieces of that movie do not hold up, and the plot is kind of shaky. I miss Fat Thor. And on that note, Thor Love and Thunder should have been far more about Valkyrie and Jane than it should have been about Thor. And then also on this note, Thor can give his powers to children? Just to children? It felt very much like the very end of Shazam, where Billy gave his powers to all of his foster brothers and sisters. Like that ability has never been touched on before, and now we're just doing it, and they all know how to use Thor's powers. No, yeah, right, definitely. The Hawkeye show was surprisingly enjoyable, but, I still think that Clint should have died instead of Pietro. Also, I feel like it's super rude that the writers made the decision to have Cassie grow up without Scott in her life twice. Like, first he went to jail and then he was blipped. She can't grow up with her dad at all? Why would they make that choice? This is less of an opinion, but it's more of like a fact. I've only ever seen Iron Man 1, and I have no intention of ever seeing the rest of the Iron Man. Before anyone says anything, I will continue my Tony slander because he's so much of a douchebag, it's so hard for me to get behind. And that's in all of his movies, not just like the Iron Man movies. Across the board, he's kind of a douchebag. And I can't support him. I'm sorry. That and the fact that most of his decisions are the wrong ones, and we're still supposed to believe that he's the good guy. I can't. I could not get into Jessica Jones. And on that note, Iron Fist is the worst show I've ever seen. And that's saying so much, considering Defenders is literally right there. Horrible show. Into the Spider-Verse is the perfect movie, and I think that's what No Way Home was trying to get to. I will never support the Nat-Bruce pairing. I know that doesn't matter now because Nat's dead and Bruce is kind of awkwardly able, but I disagreed with that pairing from the jump. Lastly, the Sharon and Steve thing was weird before Cap went on the path. I didn't like it. I am out of time. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.